So yesterday we made this heart in kindergarten class, afternoon, and the cat had an interesting reaction. Samuel B. Cat actually took this apart. He took the legs and hands off, which he does with cockroaches as well. He's like a mafia boss. It was interesting. He just took this off. He really liked it. So this was a nice arts and crafts project I made. There's a song by Georges Bresson, uh, a peu de coeur, I think it's called in French, if I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, and it was translated into Hebrew by a wonderful singer, Corinne El Al, about how inside the heart we have a flower, and our friends help us by making it bloom. And I was talking about how when we have when our friends treat us well, the flower blooms, and we're not, the flower. We need a lot of light from the friends, love, and then we have a flower in our heart that is, it can grow or it can wilt. Depends on how we're being treated. I thought it was really nice, and I taught him the song. And Georges Bresson is like one of my favorite. Now I'd like to go. This is the positive. So I'd like to talk about. I had a really strong reaction on YouTube to. I want to talk about this.
In response to the fatal shooting of a man in Philadelphia, rioters took to the streets on Monday night, injuring at least 30 police officers in the process. On October 26, 27-year-old Walter Wallace Jr. was fatally shot by police in West Philadelphia. According to police spokesperson Tanya Little, officers were called to the Cobbs Creek neighborhood and found Wallace, who was waving a knife. Officers ordered Wallace to drop the knife multiple times. Wallace did not follow orders and instead advanced towards the officers, who then shot at Wallace several times, hitting him in the shoulder and chest. The victim was later driven to the hospital, but later died from his injuries. On Tuesday, Pennsylvania's
Wait, so, and then you move on to the next item in the news.
Who then shot at Wallace several times, hitting him in the shoulder and chest.
So I want to stop here. And so 30 officers injured. Yeah, you know how this could have been prevented? Sorry, I can't control my... So,
Good evening and welcome to MTV News. I'm Stephanie Cox. Here.
So you know how this could have been avoided?
Against an appeals court that blocked these.
Sorry, I'm really not good in these things. You know how this could have been avoided? Donald Trump stopped a program where police officers are trained on how to deal with people, how to disarm people. Like, the man had mental health issues. So he has mental health issues. And there's taser guns, but because of budget cuts, the police didn't have a gun. So a taser gun. So they shot a father of four to death. He was wielding a knife. But maybe they should start a movement. Mentally ill people's lives matter. I mean, I can imagine that people that work with mentally ill people in hospitals encountered incidents, potentially violent incidents every single day. If police officers had been trained on how to deal with mentally ill people, they would have not had to kill him. And they said he attacked the police, came close to them. If they had a taser gun, they could have just used that against him. But there was a budget cut. So a man, a father of four, is dead because of that. So I think that's like the mental health issue. I think is something that should not be ignored. And being mentally ill is a handicap, just like not having legs or having a physical injury. And therefore, I think a person like that shouldn't be treated like, it looked like they were on a hunt. They shot him several times. It looked like they were acting on fear. Had they been trained on how to deal with mentally ill person, this would not have happened. So I saw this African American man on YouTube saying, all you had to do is comply with the police, but he was mentally ill. The police needs to know how to deal with mentally ill people. That's what I think. Right, Sam? Sam now is going to show you how love is more important than anything. He really loves his mom. He loves his mom. his dog mom. He snuggles with her, and yeah, I mean, that's the best thing in life, love. See how different they are? They're a dog and a cat, and yet they get along because they've been brought up with love. If you're brought up with love, you live life. He's the most affectionate cat I've ever seen. So loving, so sweet, so caring. And he loves this old dog. She's 15 and he's 1 year. And so I want to end with that. And I really think that America is the most hypocritical country in the world for sure. The fact that you present yourself as the greatest nation on earth is already narcissistic and crazy. And that's Democrats and Republicans alike. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is that it says, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is it liberty and justice for all? Is it? Is it really? I seriously doubt it. There's definitely no justice for people that are mentally ill if they're being shut down by police. And there were several police officers. So the riots are a reaction to the feeling of people that they are being targeted by the color of their skin, and I'm not surprised. You don't hear of mentally ill white people being shot in the street, and I'm sure there are plenty of them. So this is my reaction today. And so greetings from us, Shelby, Sam, and Shoshana. And I think that if a country has an ideal liberty, justice for all, and there's so much blatant racism, especially under Trump, and I see these rallies and people are so excited and they're like ignoring the real danger of this very contagious virus, why go out, put yourself on the limb? Why risk your life? It's a highly contagious virus. And I don't see